Oh, we chonking now. Hey everybody, let's start off by apologizing for some things that I've changed for this video. One, the video output was just totally messed up. I had it recording in MOV rather than MP4 on my iPhone. I believe that has now changed. If not, I have another regrettable video. Also, I have moved the microphone so anytime I tap on the desk, it doesn't sound like an earthquake. I have just moved it down here and mounted it on that chair. Yeah, real sophisticated. Yeah, it gets a lot worse. So I still hope to improve in the future. This is a T400 ThinkPad I got for $10 on Facebook Marketplace roughly 6 months ago. I don't remember what I've done with this other than put an SSD in. I have the hard drive actually right here. This is a reminder for you. If you're selling anything that may have data on it, remove the drive or just simply wipe it. I mean, just dispart and then, zeroing the drive from there would be sufficient, but preferably for a drive like this, HDD disk, just use DBAN. I believe in modern laptops with SSDs in the BIOS, there's mostly a secure wipe option. I don't remember what processors it had in it, but I believe it is a dual core. Well, I know it's a dual core. I'm guessing it's an 8000 series dual core because this laptop is from 2008. This series is when Lenovo took over. That was around actually the T60 line and T61 line, but this is like their second year in doing so. Very interesting stuff. It still keeps some of the traditional ThinkPad isms on it. Several different ports. It's a chonky boy. Other Lenovo laptops had disk drives after. And just sturdily built. The T400, I believe I'd say T430 through T61, the dual core CPUs and up, had this exact same feel on it. Once we open this laptop here, we get the classic laptop keyboard, classic ThinkPad keyboard, I mean. This one's very similar to the T61, and of course the T410 through T430 as well. But as a lot of people know, this is not quite the same. Anyway, let's get this thing powered on. Another thing I'm gonna do with the format is to I'm going to start doing this live just to see how this goes, because I'm about to open a battery for this thing. As soon as I bought this thing, the battery worked. Charging it once, died later. So let's get started with that. All right, looks nicely packaged. I got this off eBay for $13. I just wanted something temporary because this laptop and a lot of the laptops back then that are similar to this, even MacBooks, they have issues when the battery's unplugged. It will start throttling itself. It'll not act normal. I remember some weird stuff when I tried Windows 10 on this thing. I don't remember all that's on this drive, but I'm going to wipe it anyway, it won't matter. We got the no-name brand T400 series battery. From what I recall, this also works on thinner T60 and T61 batteries. Wait a minute. Yeah, it says T61 there. Well, let's see how this goes. Am I doing something wrong here? Did I forget to take something off the battery? Oh. What happened here? I don't know what this roly-poly thing is. Oh, no. So, I don't know if the keen among you saw, I did drop this at one point. Basically, I was sitting in my bag and like this clip right here, it kind of just did a somersault and fell in the corner. While these are durable, they're not perfect in some areas like the corner here, surrounded by the vents, or some of the ports right here are thinner than others. So I think I'm actually just gonna pause the video and see if I can get this little doohickey secured, because that's the problem right now. Okay, I got it fit in there, but part of it broke off, and potentially even worse news, it's actually, I think, a display ribbon of some kind. It's gonna be a miracle if this works, and I think I might have just butchered this video. The show must go on, at least for the time being. It should fit now. Ow! That bit me too. Oh, it does not feel right. But we're in. Lock keys on. Oh my days. All right. Say hello to the Belkin. The Belkin 90 watt. It is one of those doohickeys where you can, oh, there it goes. What I was trying to say is one of those doohickeys you can pop off and replace it with another end for it. It's a travel adapter. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, we now do see a battery symbol, which is excellent. We are just going to power it on and I guess make sure the display works, because that is my biggest fear right now. I think it's the enter key. Hey! Yes! That's a freaking miracle. We're just gonna head to the BIOS set utility. T400, I think I updated this once already. Oh boy, if that... No, okay, I kind of fixed the shutter. Okay, I did see a bit of the flicker that you see from older screens like TFT ones and CRTs. But yeah, I'm surprised this has a 9400 in it. I can't remember if I replaced this CPU or not. Definitely got in the RAM. I highly doubt this thing would originally have 8 gigs. That is right, this can take DDR3, but it's a very, very low megahertz. So there's a few things I'm going to check. Display. Switchable graphics. I think that might have been the problem initially I had. It was the fact that it kept only doing integrated, like the Intel graphics. I have legacy Windows 10 on here, and I am going to see what we can do with this, how well it runs stuff, and even see if it games for the hell of it. Okay, we're in. So I add a little bit of Rufus magic to that USB to skip a lot of this here. Just have to hit like 2 basic things, one for Wi-Fi and the other one for that you just saw before that login screen came up. Not run too horribly yet. We're gonna give this a moment here. Okay, we're in. Searching for a display driver. I bet you are, because I'm just as confused as you are. Oh noes. Okay, well I wasn't recording, it just automatically updated a driver after the reboot. Well, it wasn't the video driver. Ooh! That's the one. We're just gonna let it do its thing. Not sure what video card benchmark. Oh, Passmark. Okay. What is this comparable to? Oh my goodness. Oh no. It can't be that bad. For reference, the X1 card in my very first video was just 1 generation above the 620 series Intel graphics. And this is like 10 times better in a graphics comparison, at least on this Passmark website. Holy hell. Okay, I have news. Never said it was good. The ATI driver is now there. However, some other ones are still missing. And I now have a separate display. No joke, if I use a Win arrow, I can make it move to a whole nother pretend display. As you can see, for some reason, this one does have multiples currently. I was able to fix the issue, at least seeing everything, by just making the second display the main one. Okay, brief update. Display issue where showing 2 displays is now fixed. And I believe potentially I have it on discrete graphics now. I had to go in the BIOS and remember that one setting I was talking about, whether you can have switchable graphics or not. I had to strictly set it to discrete graphics. So far, I'll have to do some testing and see if that's true. it's getting late, so what I'm actually going to do is install some software in my own private time and get everything set up, like Afterburner, my games, all that. It's going to take some time, and I'll probably just have to continue recording another day. Okay. A lot has happened in the past 2 days. Yes, it has been 2 days. My Windows install, after I installed some software, I just wanted to dual boot with something normal like KDE Neon that usually works well on even like 10-year-old laptops like my T400. I installed KDE Neon on this, and bye-bye Windows partition. Well, it wasn't gone, but there was no grub. I could not load a bootloader, a Linux bootloader on this thing. Would not work. So, after trying KDE, I'm like, all right, I'll just run Windows games on there. It was not friendly with the GPU at all, or the CPU, really. I have to get into a few things here. So, in order for Linux to run well on this, you'll have to go in the BIOS and change a few things if you're on battery, because this tripped me up really bad. We're just going to head down to config and then power this time. For battery set to maximum performance, in my experience at least, maybe it's just me and this laptop and this jank battery from eBay. If I set to battery optimal, which is the defaults, and I've had no issue with the default in the past with laptops that are a couple years newer than this one, it sets it to 0.8 gigahertz. Yep, does not turbo. If we look here, the CPU should turbo up to 2.5 gigahertz roughly. And it doesn't do that. It just gets stuck at 0.8, which is, it ain't great. It makes it even worse. So I boot up this distro called Linux Lite. A very not much talked about distro anymore. I'm surprised it's still being updated. Surprisingly, despite booting slow here, runs well. I was going to try this and then Lubuntu. I was going to try Lubuntu with this and see how well it would work. But so far I'm satisfied with this, and I have Steam installed and runs decently. Browsing works pretty well. I can open a Word document. We head to YouTube here. Just count the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not perfect, but it still does run. I say we get some games installed. I did not do that yet, so I'm going to do another cut. Okay, finally everything's installed. I'm going to try launching Fall Guys first. Just going to cut away here, as I think this is going to take a while. Oh, I did not think it was going to go well. Oh, no. 1 frame per second. Oh, we got to hope that the settings are like high 7 or 800p, I mean. No. Oh. I feel it coming. Okay. We have audio now. Oh my gosh. Oh, seriously, it didn't do anything. It's a little bit more responsive. Oh yeah, guys, this is absolutely cooked. Like, I'm not even going to try to get into a game because it will not load. It's not going to lessen a game. And I don't want to risk myself getting banned. So I started up BattleBit, hoping I would get this to launch at least. The news is I am now getting boxes I have never seen before. Okay, BattleBit couldn't run, so I can't count that as kind of like a measure or benchmark. I am really desperate. I'm going to launch Stumble Guys and see how this goes. Gosh, we're at 5 frames per second. Well, I have an opportunity to change the settings. I'm still hopeful. definitely still hopeful. Oh no! Okay, it doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean anything to me. Because I can go in here. Sooner or later. Oh! We have to go lower. That is... You can go... What the f... Okay, we're gonna do the resolution I picked for Fall Guys initially. There has to be a mistake. Oh my goodness. I'm going to check one thing. I'll be back. Oh, nothing's changed. All I did was force Proton Experimental on this. We're gonna have to go even lower. Oh, too high. There we go. You know what? Let's just do it anyway. 10 FPS. Oh, it took me back to the main menu. Oh no. Alright. Okay. I guess it's running now. So what I had to do with this is take out discrete graphics, not take out, but switch to integrated graphics from the BIOS, and still the same frame rate. Might be like a frame or two worse, but it did not give any errors this time. I am at 480p. I feel like this is going to be the most unpleasant thing I've played through. Gameplay-wise, sound-wise, I haven't even enabled the sound. Everything. Oh, that's nice. Might not be out of the woods yet. Oh, one. Oh, everyone's going. Wait, what? Okay. I must have forgot to disable controller support or something. No, I can't go. Oh, what the heck? Oh, if I use my controller now. Okay, controller's working. Oh, that was weird. Dude, this is miserable. Oh my gosh. Watch this. Jump. Okay. No, it's like doing triple jumps. 480p when we're still in the... Oh, what? I'm not going that way at all. Ice physics plus stick lag. Alright. Alright. Dude, I can't jump more than like a couple feet. I can't even jump over this wall. Might be invisible. No, it's not! Oh, the game's gonna end here anyway. What the heck? Dude, I'm trying to get around these without falling. I'm legit. Okay. Well, that felt awful. Okay. This game is like fully Linux compatible. So any fault here would be due to the GPU if it runs terrible. I've only fired this up once. It's a... Okay, D-pad, then A. Look at this, we're running at 60 frames per second. Yep, same controls really. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the PlayStation 4 D-pad because there's like a little space in between, but... No, I don't need a replay. Next level. Well, ladies and gents, we're finally running a game. I really thought Stumble Guys or BattleBit would run a little bit, but I guess this is truly the bare minimum. Oh gosh. So am I the wall jump? What if it's like a momentum thing? Ah! Am I really failing this? It's been a while, okay? Ah, what the hell? I call input lag bull. Oh, what? Am I supposed to, like, Wile E. Coyote jump? Oh, is it hold B like Mario? Oh! I kid you not. I have been here for almost like 4 minutes now. I guess I have to let it cook. Alright, we are into Half-Life 2. Surprisingly, at 1280 by 800, we are at 30-ish frames per second. I put it all in medium settings for now. Okay, we're finally outside and, oh, it was 20 frames per second. Oh, never mind. I'm looking out in the world and we're back down to 20 or so. I'm gonna change everything to low real quick. That did not change much. Go down to 720p. Oh, we only can go down to 720p. Wait a minute. No, wait. 800p, we're going down to 480. Well, this is... Alright, it playable on 480. If someone wants to stoop this low. Yeah, can we take things much higher? Wow, it sure does take a... Oh! I was gonna say, it's taking a while to load everything. I'm gonna try getting to it one more time. Oh, not again. Oh. Alright. As long as... Okay. We cool. Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Cranking everything up to like very high detail and like anti-aliasing to 4x is not the play. Alright. Just very curious. Sonic Adventure 2, even though I don't think this one is native. Why is it saying download? I downloaded this game already, right? Yes. What do you mean download? What? Oh my gosh. I'll be patient for now, but if I see this again, I'm just gonna hit skip. There is no way. I'm at 800p, and it's worse than Half-Life 2 at 800p. So far. I know it's like, you know, a port and all that, but... Oh. Oh. Alright, we're going to get out of this. Dude, I'm pressing every key. Alright, Steam, help me. Oh, I did the wrong thing. My goodness, we keep having to get lower and lower. I think that says... Oh, I thought it said 500p. 600p. Let's get it. Oh. It's not much of a change. Dude, I was so hopeful for this. I don't know why I hit that. It's the same crap. I was so hopeful for Dolphin emulation right after this. My hopes are now in the gutter. Alright, I guess we try launching Dolphin and see what happens. Now, if it doesn't run well, I can always switch over to OpenGL since it's on Vulkan. It's supposed to be 60 frames per second. Oh no. No. Okay. OpenGL it is. Okay. Let's go! Oh. Well, the cursor is going to be a bit of a problem. And it's not running at full speed. Maybe it'll like speed up or something. It's just getting itself warmed up. I doubt it. That's not how it works. Oh dear. No way! This graphics card in this laptop is hopeless. What? Okay. Remember, at least Meat Boy runs well. Dude, I can't get out of this. I'm hitting Windows key, escaping, tabbing. All right. Oh, I only meant to put it to sleep. Now it's shut down. I guess I will be switching to Intel graphics and see how okay that might be. Okay, strangely it went back to the default of Vulkan. Oh. That's why. I don't think this CPU is going to handle Vulkan all too well. I mean, the CPU's integrated graphics. Whatever that may be. But we can at least try, I suppose. Oh, yeah, that's about the same as what happened on Vulkan on the ATI GPU. Just not this circle. Are you kidding me? Yippee! It launches on ATI. I don't have a frame rate counter, but it's certainly not good. The sound is... what the hell? It's clipping. Oh, yeah, this is... it's so Jover. It is so Jover. It's all I need. I can't get my controller to work, so I couldn't find a controller setting. Okay, other than Meat Boy running, I think the only hope for me to get emulators running and have it run somewhat normally overall is to install some form of Windows. Windows 8 and Windows 7 now, of course, aren't supported. But for the heck of it, just to show this thing's a gaming beast, as you could tell, I might just put Windows 8.1 on it. Screw it! Okay, took a while, but we're finally back into Windows 8. New Band-Aid, new day. So, while it is running actually a bit better than Linux itself, I'll get to the performance from Linux. Actually, it all started from Windows 10 to Linux, where I got to a functional Linux, Linux Lite, to Windows 8.1, which is a little bit more functional because it plays a lot nicer with this ATI card that's inside this machine. That and the CPU a little bit. So, I got what I wanted. Steam is not going to be it. For Windows 8 and Windows 7, it will give an error saying that it is not supported. From what I read online, there are workarounds for this. I myself am not going to do it because I have not looked into it that much, and I have spent a lot of time on this already. It's been days. So we're going to get that out of the way. I tried loading one game on here. I have a copy of Crysis 2 on CD. and I'm just going to see how well that plays with it. This would be 720p in... Oh, what is this? No, I want it to be low. The oh. Advanced graphics. Yes. Oh, this game. Why is there a low? It's like, hey, we already have high graphics because we're Crysis, but come on. There is no FPS counter. I can't get Afterburner working on this. I guess I'll have to X out of this game and go to Ye Olde Faithful. Oh, good lord. Bro, no matter who you are, I'm not letting you access to the network. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, it still exists. Oh, the original Far Cry, World of Warcraft. All of these resolutions. This fits this PC just fine. Again, I cannot get Afterburner working, and I can't think of another frame counter. I can't get Steam working. So, that's it. And there might be commands inside Crysis 2 to enable it, but I'm not sure what they may be. Fraps. I also have HW info to show me the temperature later. We can't monitor it live, obviously, but at least I want to see what the maximum gets to. I am getting motion sickness. Ah! Okay. We're in gameplay now, despite having any bullets. As you can see from the cutscene and this, with actual gameplay, it's averaging at a modest 18 frames per second. I mean, this is doable to play on, but we're at the lowest resolution. Like, lowest possible where I can see every single pixel. And we're at low everything. Before I fully get into Dolphin, I have to point out it was not easy getting both Dolphin, DuckStation, and PCX-S2 here. You had to dig through older versions. PCS-X2, I got 1.6. Dolphin, I had 5.0 16391. DuckStation, I had to just pull the oldest one possible. DuckStation's rather new and it started in 2022. I just got very lucky with that one. Ooh, it's slowing down. Let's see if it runs unlike last time on Linux. Ooh. Yeah, it's still some slowdown. Hey, we got through one stage at least. Yippee! Maybe some lighter titles like Mario Sunshine would run well. I still wouldn't think it'd be worth it, as you'd probably run from some crazy stutters, since it can't run this game natively. I don't want to talk about it. So I should be able to get this. Oh, that didn't feel good. No, this really feels good, but you know what I'm saying. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. There we go. Oh, could not get the goal. Awkwardly got the goal. Alright, we are all set here. This is running beautifully. Finally. I can say that about something I've ran so far today. Unreal. Alright, let's try some Nintendo 64. Since PlayStation 1 ran well, unlike in Linux, I think this will be just fine under DirectX. Yep, runs just fine. I figure it would, so if you're emulating, your best bet is going to be N64 and PlayStation 1 only, sadly. Okay, the real question is this something that's really worth $10? Keep in mind, when I did purchase this, it did not have a battery to it. And I feel like sometimes when using this, it's not too worth it, other than me expecting it to only last 2 to 3 hours. So, with ATI graphics enabled in the BIOS, discrete graphics, it only lasts about an hour, just browsing really. However, with just Intel graphics enabled or integrated in the BIOS, you're looking at, if you're careful, I'd say 1 hour and 45 minutes to 3 hours if you're able to really milk it and knock down some brightness settings. Say if you're mainly only just web browsing, making the occasional Word document, coding, whatever is super light, you know what? Yeah, great keyboard, just fine trackpad, got some nostalgia with it. Thing is, horrible battery life, pretty bad screen. I like the ratio, but I have to say, TFT is just not great. I mean, you're not going to be able to see that well, but yeah, actually, yeah, you guys can. Just one tilt, you're not going to be able to see much. It's a lot worse in person, which is why having a wobbly hinge is pretty detrimental to this thing being functional. However, the hinge isn't so bad where it becomes unusable for me. However, if you're looking at like used laptops, you probably can get something like $20 to $30 more that is comparable to this. For example, if I wanted a stronger dual core, you can get something like the T420 or T430 that still has a very similar keyboard. Not the same trackpad though, unfortunately. They have the bumpy crap all over them. But T430, you can even throw a quad core in there without modding, I believe. This one, if you really wanted to put a quad core in here, despite some of the problems I've shown you, like the graphics driver with Linux and Windows, if you wanted to throw a quad core in here, you'd have to put core boot and flash it on here. And I believe you have to cover some of the pins in the CPU too. Now, the T430, I believe, can take quad cores natively, if I recall. And that's not really too expensive nowadays, really, at all. However, if you're not really into performance and just browsing, there's another option, which is anything between the T440 and really the T480 range. T480 would be a lot better if you can find one at a good price, but T440s and, between T440s and T460s, they go for really cheap since they're not supported by Windows 11 anymore. They still can run Linux pretty well if you're into that sort of thing. But with these, like a T440S, which I've seen on eBay before for even $40 or less being for parts, but still motherboards for these, the T440S can go from like $20 to even cheaper, can have 2 batteries in them, which can give you a lot more battery time than this. I'm talking roughly, if you're, careful about it, undervolt, disable certain power settings than Linux or Windows, you can get between 7 to 8 hours or so, if you're smart with it. If you're really wanting to use this laptop, your best bet is to use Linux on it. Windows 10 does not run well with this, even on integrated graphics without the ATI GPU being enabled in the BIOS. It's just a bit sluggish, really. Windows 8 ran well with this because it's more compatible with the GPU and it's just more lightweight for that dual core in here. But it's not supported. You probably heard me talk about how I had to download older versions of all the emulators I had on Windows 8. It ran well. Battery life was actually a bit better in Linux as well. But Windows 8, it's very hard to use now. Same with, of course, Windows 7. I mean, some people say Windows 8 was always hard to use. I agree, but 8.1 made it slightly more usable. But yeah, you can really milk the usage by installing a version of Linux. Just make sure to disable discrete graphics and integrated graphics is enabled on this machine before doing so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a fun little novelty for $10, but you're getting what you pay for in this case, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just saying that because there's so many different takes of this video, and trying to game on this thing was just abysmal. Terrible. Would not recommend gaming on this at all, unless it's super lightweight like Super Meat Boy, I guess. That's essentially it. I hope you guys have a good one.